There we go. Second time's the Parmesan.
Oh, Jeff, as your conscience, do you really want to attribute multiple attempts as being somehow Parmesan?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That's fair.
This conscience is gonna be entertaining.
Is it
Well,
now?
yeah. Well, I'm Jeff. This is David.
I.
He hails from a somewhat foreign land that isn't, but now he's in a
It
new
just
one.
isn't. It just really isn't. It is so much like the States. The UK, man. It's a good time. I love it.
Um,
No.
this
But
is
this
a
podcast is
podcast.
not the UK.
No,
This
no.
podcast is not, it does not say it's sovereign. It abides by the laws of the United States and the United Kingdom.
It
No sovereign
is.
citizenship over here, bud. Don't worry. I pay my postman. That was a real deep cut. I'm sorry on random conspiracy theories. That was out there. All right, I got out of my system, Jeff. You can start the podcast now.
Well, I have an opportunity to
To get that package. Are you serious?
pick up. Thanks.
Yes, I love it.
Uh,
Jeffrey Blaisdell was having problems getting. He accidentally left a package where he wasn't supposed to.
yep,
So now,
in my pants. Oh wait, no,
well,
that
it's
was yesterday.
stuffed in my K&M tire, big old fat pockets.
Yep.
Um, my jumbo on my jumbo pants.
It's just a pager.
Don't lie, those pants were actually really nice. I still have one of the pairs. They're really good.
Well, so this podcast is about us, one of us, uh, or our hind brains, uh, coming up with a prompt and putting it into something like ChatGPT and
Heck
generating
yeah.
content almost entirely accidental. The more accidental, the better.
It really is. It
Yeah,
really is. Yes, we have found over time the best thing to do is to not force it.
yeah.
It writes itself. It's pretty great.
Whoa. Uh,
Yes.
my
Oh
engine
no.
is overheating. I have to now call dispatch.
Jeff, is this episode just really accidentally made content?
This is really accidentally made content. Yeah, my van's screaming at me right now, going be
Keep it
doo be
rolling.
doo.
Keep it
Uh,
rolling. This will be new. This
this
will be
this
different.
this. Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm sitting here on my break, trying to take a lunch and
Trying to do our podcast.
trying to do our podcast
Consist
on my free time.
because
And
we're like recording like 3 episodes a week.
yeah, we're
Like
doing
we're
really
doing
good.
good. I can hear your engines overheating. I love this. So now what, Jeff? Gotta call dispatch.
My engine's overheating. All right, thanks. I love it.
This is hilarious, Jeff.
I I I just want to eat my
This is
chicken salad sandwich and talk, shoot the breeze with you. That's all I want to do.
it could never be that easy, Jeff.
No, no.
Why? Why? All I wanted to do was apply for a job today, for interview for a job today that I thought was going to be simple. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be what my friend told me it was going to be, and it turned out to not be what they said it would be. So we're both of us are just having one of those days, huh? Where you just gotta roll with it.
I don't know why. It's uh, well, I'll
Yeah,
start reading
overheating. What's the temperature outside?
50.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the joke? What's the joke from Mystery Science Theater about he's trying to get the car going in the final sacrifice. What what do they say? Because it's just taking forever to start up for no reason. They don't tell us why. It's something like if it's under 10 and over 50, it won't stop.
Wait, that was Final Sacrifice?
Yeah, that was Final Sacrifice.
Oh.
No, no, if it's under 10 and it's over 30, it won't start.
That is, I have so much trauma from just replacing car batteries, what seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
once a year from living in the
Yes.
Midwest. I don't,
I know, right?
to basically have your car not blow up on you, you need to have a home with a garage and
Yes.
power and
Well, and I don't care what anyone says about ramps. I agree with you, Jeff. Ramps are better than nothing. Don't get me wrong. But, dude, I actually want to be able to lift my car in Minnesota. Like,
if you're
I
only
want to
doing
get the,
oil changes, they're great. But
yeah,
anything past that,
because Minnesota has so much junk that happens to the bottom of your car. You want to be able to get a full foot off the ground on all four wheels. You just don't want to mess. Yeah, because that place, man, it destroys vehicles. Wow, Jeff. So here you are. So what are you doing right
I'm
now?
sitting on the side of the road
Yeah,
and I have accessory turned on and
Jeff,
the
let's make this the podcast today. This is an accidentally big podcast. Jeff, okay. So let's tell the viewers about our cars. Let's just do that today. So your home vehicle, you got it from somewhere, didn't you? Your beige beast.
oh my gosh.
Have you
No, I
named
actually
it?
have something on that. I actually have
Oh,
something on that. So the Beige Beast
beige
comes
bee.
from Washington. Um, it's an
No, me.
'03.
I got it from I. It came from Idaho,
Oh, it was Idaho. Okay, well,
dude.
it came from
He
Idaho.
lied. Remember, he lied to me. He lied to me about. He lied on the paperwork about how much it cost because he was like, "No, you're not gonna." I didn't want to. I didn't want the government to let you get to make let the government get any tax from you. I was like, "Bro, no."
That's so funny.
I had that car for 3 years, right? 2 years. 2 years. I think only 2 years. I sold it to you.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. Well, so I've been, you got to wash it at least once every other week,
Yes. Well, that's
like
any vehicle out there.
any vehicle out there. And so, if any of you guys know what Fleet Farm is, it's great because they have 2 for 1 Tuesdays um,
Oh.
for car washes.
Oh.
And if you
Oh.
splurge and get the $12 premium, then it does do an undercarriage wash. But honestly, with the amount of road salt that they have in the Midwest, there's a part
Hmm.
of me that wishes that they had a walk-in um
Yes.
one that had an underfloor spray option, and then you just drive in, it sprays it, and then you can use the pressure washer to get into the wheel wells really good. Um,
Mm.
because I've washed the vans when there hasn't been much for me to do. Um,
Yeah. I know what that's like.
um, dang. But anyway, so I'm dealing with an issue right now. I knew I was gonna have to replace the brakes this year.
Hmm.
Um, and I started to hear, oh, here's the maintenance guy.
Well, that was fast.
Hey man, so my the heat on the van is uh pegging out and I'm getting alarms from the dash. The temperature, engine temp, it's maxed out. Yeah, I'm pulled over. Okay.
I love this so much, Joe. This is glorious.
Um, which side
Oh,
is it on again? It's the bulb. It's the bulb looking thing, right? Um, it says it's like there's fluid in it. It's right
poor
next to the
Joe.
battery, right?
Oh boy. Trying to determine what's wrong on a vehicle like this.
No, I see two hoses and they're both attached,
Huh.
but
Jeff says
it's
this guy's pretty
really
legit.
everything's really hot. Like um even the the hood copper lever thing is it's not like burning hot, but it's close.
Um, how's the fluid levels, Jeff?
I'm checking the oil right now and we're at the lat. It's low, but it's not empty. Sorry, there's a Publix work truck right next to me, so I can barely hear you. Um, so I checked the oil and the coolant. If it's the bulb looking round container that's got coolant in it, it's above the minimum line. It's well above the minimum line.
This is fantastic.
Did I have the what? No, it's blowing air, but the heater is not on. Okay,
This is filling me with so much joy
okay.
right now. This is just
Okay. Well,
fantastic.
it's come since I've been sitting here for the past 10, 15 minutes. I just decided to take my break. Um, the engine has dropped and is dropping in temperature. So when I get off my break, I'll do a few more stops and then I'll let you know what happens.
Here we go. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay. So heater on, roll down the windows if I have to, vent excess heat, and if it swings back up again, call you. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Thanks, CC. Bye.
Jeff can do that.
Uh, well, so the Buick, um, it, um, I need, whoever did the brakes last, or it might be an issue with just that side of the car. Um, one of the pads is slightly out of alignment where it's just enough that like literally the gate the brake notification, little screechy piece of metal is
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
barely not touching, but that the other side
Mm.
of the brake is the other side
Oh,
of the brake has actually worn away like 3/4 of an inch of disc because it's just not quite.
no.
Yeah, and the reason why missed it before was because like my discs do need to get swapped out, and so they had a little lip, and so I think what was
Yeah.
happening is it would grind down the lip, and then it would stop
Oh,
because it was just a lip. But now it's starting to hit the rest of the rotor, um, not disc, but yeah, rotor. Um,
yeah.
and now it's really starting to bite into it. But I called my dad because it was like 9 p.m. my time when I was finally
Oh,
looking at it.
yeah.
And he said that I might actually, it might not be too bad because since it's a Buick, I'm not a I might an older Buick, I might actually be able to get the parts somewhat cheaper. Um, so anyway, but I mean, other than that, every time if I have battery issues, I just know that the fuse in my heater is going to blow, and then I just need another 15 amp fuse, um, and then I'll have heat again. Um, that happened the last time I had to change my battery. But yeah, the cold is not great on
It's
cars.
so miserable.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out what was wrong with the blower when I was borrowing it?
Um,
Oh, there was something weird about it.
that was it was either the same fuse or it was the relay, and I changed it and it worked.
Weird. I'm glad it was that simple because, man, that was annoying. Literally bundling up in the car while we had friends over, family over, actually. Oh my gosh. Yeah, car stuff in Minnesota is just miserable because you're also having to fix it while it's bitterly cold too. You're out there, hands freezing off. You're swapping which hand is ungloved so you can be marginally warm, poking around with this stuff, trying to pay attention. And it's like, oh man, yeah, not fun times. But that Buick, man, I mean, it has stuff happening to it, but it's a 2003, right?
Yeah, it's no three.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's 20 years old.
Yep, and she chugs right along. The only other things that I really got to do to it is, uh, well, I'm gonna rebelliously not fix the front bumper because it's cracked and it's gonna stay that way. Um,
Hmm.
uh, and the I still need to take the door apart, the passenger door apart, because my window is locked in the up position. Because I think it's honestly just some kind of like cable that's somehow attached to the glass, and
Yeah.
the gear just like cycles back and forth on that
Mm-hmm.
cable or something like that. And then that cable just snapped somehow. So I shouldn't
Yeah.
need to replace the entire door. But I haven't had a chance to, or I haven't given myself, there we go. I haven't given myself the time to look at it.
Mm,
And I don't have people regularly riding in the back anyway, so I haven't been motivated to fix it. Um, but yeah, she runs good. I've done some fuel treatment stuff to it, and um to make sure that it's gonna continue to keep running, and that's I have the ramps like you were talking about, so I can actually change the oil. That's the other nice thing about ramps is just not having to like lay your hands on like a scissor jack
mm,
or whatever.
yes.
Like you just drive your car up. You can throw some jack stands underneath it if you're feeling paranoid. Um,
Yes.
and then you change your oil and you're done. And the filter is
Oh,
in an
okay.
actually reasonable spot. I
Well, yeah, that's right. It's accessible from the top or the bottom. I don't remember.
It's from the bottom from the wheel well. You don't even have to get
Yeah.
under the car to get the oil filter out.
Yes. Yeah.
It
It's
is
so
in a
funny.
weird little position. You don't have mechanical advantage with your hands, but you can get it.
Yes. It's also interesting because it's GM cars, there's a lot of the time where they put stuff makes a lot of sense. But
Yeah.
then their dashboards are notoriously bad, though. I mean, accessing anything between the firewall and the steering wheel is an absolute nightmare because all those clips are holding everything in place. But if you're working on the mechanical side of the stuff in the engine well, almost all of it makes perfect sense where it ends up. Almost all of it is just like, oh yeah, I can get to that, you know? Oh yeah, and what ended up happening with your alternator?
Oh, the
You had to do
alternator was
something, right?
bad. It was
It was bad.
it was
I
bad.
totally forgot to follow up on that because that was a little saga for you there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. It seems like the cold just murders those three things: starter, alternator, and battery. And
Yes.
you one of them it has the potential all three. I wish I'd changed the starter in the old Dodge I had because that actually the tires were so big it would have been.
Mm, yes. Yeah. Well, I'd
Doesn't
say that
always
was a good
stop.
length of an ep. Oh, whoop. Audio's crapping out.
Right.
Well, there
Well,
we go, Jeff. We did an episode. It was different.
I have to the stream because I'm dropping off.
Oh no, Jeff. Ah,
Be
it's
great if I
totally died.
just got. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I left my phone in the car.
Yeah.
Um, and I said, "Oh, I've kidnapped the stream. I can't make it stop."
I
Oh,
love it.
all right. Well, holy cats, 25 minutes.
We did it, dude.
And I have the prompt ready for tomorrow.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, take care, buddy.
See you, dude.